questions. So we've got Ali who has asked, what do you ask for at the barbers? What do you ask for?
What do I ask for at the barber?
Yeah.
That's funny how he's answered that because I've literally had my hair cut today. I put it on my Instagram. I usually have a one on the sides and back and then just a trim on top. I used to have my hair spiked up and that. I have done, there's a couple of videos. I think there's only 2 videos on my TikTok where my hair's spiked up. Most of my hair's flat, but that's what I have. One on the side and back and then just a little trim on top.
Nice. There you go, Ali. That's answered your question. And someone in chat just said, that's like me. So, Gio, there's been one question that has come through chat all day, and Awesome Fan Gamer is asking, do you like candy floss? They're burning to know whether you like candy floss or not. Do you like candy floss?
Oh, I love candy floss.
Love candy floss. There you go. There you go, Will. There you are. Question that came... well, actually, it was one of my friends asked me in a Discord call to add it on last night. Is there any interest in you going on to next year's Love Island?
I haven't been contacted yet.
Not yet.
But if I ever get contacted to go on there or any show, I'll happily do it.
Yeah, get you on Casa. I reckon you could be on Casa More, the one that's turning all the heads. Luke Bennett comes in, steals all the girls. They all want to recouple with him. So Nozza asked, who is your favourite fellow TikToker? And you mentioned the Smithy family. Is that?
Yeah, probably the Smithy family. Or there's a few others like Ollie Ball. I don't mind him. There's another one. Don't know if you heard of him, Bailey. He's on YouTube as well, but he's on TikTok as well. Obviously, the Smithy family. There's loads out there. A lot of these have got in contact with me as well over stuff. But yeah, they're probably a few of the main ones. There's loads out there. There's loads.
Yeah. What do you make? Because they're having there's an argument in chat on. Do you watch Love Island?
I've watched bits of it.
Yeah.
I watched bits of it. I was trying to do very much because obviously most of the time I do my Twitch streams on a night. So obviously Love Island starts at 9. So I'll watch bits of it and that, but I haven't watched a lot of it this year, to be honest. But,
yeah, I was the same as you. I was watching like some parts, and then I sort of got into it towards the end a bit more.
Yeah.
But I always get bored at the start because it's obviously that none of them know each other, and they sort of get to know each other, and nothing happens. And as soon as Casa Amor happens, it kicks off after that, and that's that's sort of when I start properly getting into it. So Spud asked on Twitter, "What is who is your favourite ever Wolves player of all time? Who's your favourite Wolves player of all time?"
Steve Bull. It's got to be Steve Bull. Obviously, I've never seen him play, but like from what he's done for us, you know, he's an icon. I mean, the squad we've got now is probably the best squad in my lifetime, especially over the last couple of years. Obviously, getting out of the Championship, getting into Europe, stuff like that. It's just crazy. But yeah, I never thought at my age I would experience stuff like that. With us compared to where I was like 5-6 years ago in League One.
Oh yeah, it's crazy
it's just
stuff.
Crazy the journey we've been on.
It is ridiculous, and it was like your first season in the Prem. It was just crazy. It was just crazy stuff. And do you know, someone's just put in chat, and it was something that we were discussing just before we hit start streaming. What is your opinion on Adama leaving to go to Spurs? There's a lot of rumours coming out at the moment. 40 million. You're happy with a 40 million?
I think if we're going to cash in on, like I said to you before stream, if we're going to cash in on Traore, now's the best time.
Yeah.
Because I think his value will just drop. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to lose him because that pace, you cannot replace that pace.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him on TV, I've seen him in real life, I've seen him up close, I've spoke to him.
So quick.
He's massive.
He's massive as well, yeah.
He's massive and he's so quick, like, them two combinations do not like.
Oh, it's just you never see it. You never see it.
It's crazy, and like the way he shoves players off the ball, and not the way he holds up the ball. It can just get past everyone. And I'm always screaming if I watch it on TV, take him on, take him on, take him on.
Yeah.
And even in the ground, take him on. And I think he is that, and he's just always encouraged to do that. But obviously, he just needs to work on his shooting.
I think that's definitely something that he'll be focusing on after that miss against Lloris, that 1-on-1 at the weekend.
Yeah,
really should have scored that.
all he had to do is he could have chipped it over and he could have put in one of the corners, but no, hit it straight at Lloris. He missed another sitter in the first game against Leicester as well. It's frustrating because I know he can be a quality player. He's got the pace, he's got the skill, he's got the strength. He just needs that shooting. If he can get that perfect, he can become one of the best players in the Premier League. Well, but what would you say?
Now, there's a lot of questions about food orders coming through, and they came through on Twitter as well. And Bruce asked you, what is your McDonald's order? What do you get from Mackey's? It's where I work, so don't be too horrible about it.
What I usually get is 20 chicken nuggets, a large fries, and a large Coke. That's what I usually get.
Love it. What dips do you get?
Me? I just have ketchup.
Just have ketchup. You love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I change every single break because I get bored of the food. So I change all the time what my McDonald's order is. So if anyone ever asks me that, it changes every time. So, and it's just it's an interesting job to say the least. Ben asked on Twitter, and I've seen Adam in chat asking as well. What is your meal deal?
I'm going to go to a meal deal. A lot of people have asked me this. I'm just standard. I've got as this loads. I'll just have a normal ham sandwich, cheese and onion crisps, and a bottle of Coke. That's what I normally have.
Love it.
I'm just standard.
Just standard. Do you know what? I change your meal deal as well. I always get squares. I love squares. And a Dr. Pepper as well. That's what I always have. But then I always get a wrap. I like a wrap, but I change my wrap. I change it up. What's like the ideal place to get a meal deal from? Like Tesco's? Is it?
It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
I usually go to Tesco's more.
Yeah, that's.
Than in other places. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the same as me. I think Tesco's got the best meal deal out there. And Adam's asked again in chat, what's your Subway order as well?
Subway. I don't really go to Subway that often. So I probably couldn't really say one. Mm-hmm. I'm not really a big fan of Subway.
I love a Subway.
But I'll probably just go standard like a ham one or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. It's very rare I go to Subway. Don't get me wrong, I've been a couple of times, but I just I've never really been. It doesn't put me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I just haven't really gone there that much.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And Mac has asked in chat, what's your dream five-a-side Premier League team? So let's do current players. Who would you stick in net?
In net, I'll probably go with Edison, to be honest.
Edison, yeah.
Edison, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with you there. I'd go Edison.
Yeah.
Who would you go? Let's do like two defenders, two midfielders, and one attacker. Yeah. So two defenders.
At the back, got to have Ruben Diaz in there.
Yeah.
100%. Who else would I have? There's so many.
There's one big player at Liverpool.
Oh yeah, you've got to have Van Dijk.
You've got to put him in, yeah.
You've got to put him in.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go for Van Dijk and Eric Dyer. I've got to put Eric Dyer in there.
Yeah.
Got to fit him in there somewhere, you know. He's a great player. It's got to be Van Dijk and Eric Dyer for me. Midfield 2.
Oh, Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, yeah, nice. I want a box to box in there, so I'm gonna go Kante.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna. It's tough. It's Bruno or De Bruyne.
Yeah.
You know, it's so tough. I think I'm gonna go De Bruyne. In there. I think De Bruyne's the better player personally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for KDB in there. And then one attacker. That's a very tough one. There's so many good. We've got Lukaku now. We've got Salah. Yeah. We've got Kane. It's such a difficult one.
That is a tough one. But I'll probably go with Salah, to be honest. I'll put Salah up there.
Salah. Yeah, I think do you know what? It's between Salah and Kane for me, and the bias of me is telling me Kane. So if I could have last season Kane, it's got to be Kane in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd have Son on the bench as well because, you know, if you have one bench, let's say one bench player for you, then who would you choose?
Oh, that's a tough one. Only one. I'll probably have Kante on there, to be honest.
Kante on the bench.
Yeah.
Love it. And he did get benched at the weekend, didn't he?
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So, you know, you and Tuchel, both incredible managers.
Yeah.
So, let's have a look through chat. Let's have a look. Favourite takeaway from Adam?
That's a tough one.
It's tough. It is tough.
I don't mind. I don't mind the Pizza Hut, to be honest. I don't mind a good pizza.
Not good pizza. Do you know, it's different. I really like a Chinese. Chinese. I think Chinese and Indian. I like that. What do you get on your pizza though? What do you get on your pizza?
Me?
Yeah.
I love pepperoni one or like a meat feast one.
Meat feast.
Meat feast is all. I love them too.
Papa John's or Domino's?
Oh.
That's a tough one.
Domino's.
It's got to be Domino's. Yeah, I'd agree with you there. If we have a look again, K. Michael says, "Who do you think will be the shock of the season? Let's say in the Premier League, who do you think's gonna shock everyone? That could either be doing awfully or doing incredibly well and above where they should be."
West Ham. I honestly think West Ham.
Yeah.
After watching them against Leicester, I know Leicester would entertain, but even before, like they could surprise a lot of people. I'm not saying they could do a Leicester and win the league. Some people have suggested that, but you could potentially, like last season, obviously they shocked everyone last season by finishing top 6.
Yeah.
Could they break into that top 4? And I can't imagine I mean, it's crazy to think West Ham are even in the Europa League. But West Ham in the Champions League, imagine West Ham versus Barcelona. Or something like that. Or West
That
Ham
would be
versus
crazy,
PSG.
wouldn't it?
That would just be unbelievable.
Do you know what? I'm gonna. There's a lot of like this or that questions coming in chat, so I'm gonna create a brand new segment here. Give me some this or that questions in chat, boys, and we will go through. And I'm gonna on the spot ask you these questions. You've got to choose one on the spot.
Okay.
So we'll start with the one that I've seen in there first. Kane or Lewandowski?
Kane.
It's got to be Kane. English. Celtic or Rangers?
Rangers.
Rangers. KFC or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
This is a good one from Ben. Arse or tits?
Oh.
It's a tough choice. It's going for arse. Jimenez or Fabio Silva?
Say that again.
Jimenez or Fabio Silva?
Jimenez.
It's got to be Jimenez. Van Dijk or Sergio Ramos?
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk. And is Manchester blue or red?
Currently blue.
Currently blue. And do you know what? I'll finish it on this one that I've seen from Nozza. Get out or nice, mate? Oh. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna start adding that segment in into podcasts. I really think that's quite a cool one. Do you know what? I'll include this one because someone's asked to see if you know Bull, Saint Maximin or Neto.
Neto.
It's gotta be Neto. He's back in the
boys.
boys.
It might be a bit biased, but it's gotta be Neto.
Yeah. Right.